Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to do a muffler mod on a Stihl MS290 chainsaw. Now, it might seem complicated at first, but it's actually really very simple. First thing you got to do, obviously, is to get the muffler out. To do that, you just have to take these 3 8mm nuts off, and the whole muffler will come off along with the front diverter here and the spark riser. So that's all pretty simple, and once you got that done, you can start drilling some holes in it.
Alright, now that you have your muffler off, you should have something in front of you that looks sort of like this. If it doesn't look like this, you better go put it back right now. All jokes aside, this is what the muffler looks like, and courtesy of the EPA, we have these two puny little exhaust ports. Now, of course, as you might expect, that does reduce the power output. Now, depending on what your goals are, you're going to drill some holes here, 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 in here, and also up here. Now, this in here is the baffle. If you drill holes in here, you'll bypass that, and it's going to be extremely loud. If you don't want it to be extremely loud, you can enlarge these holes here, the stock exhaust ports. You can drill some more in here. You can drill another in here. But if you don't care about the noise, then you can also make some holes in here, and that'll give you some more extra power. And lastly, you can also put holes in here, no matter what. It doesn't bypass the baffle. Alright, as you can see, I didn't really care about the increase in noise, so I enlarged the stock exhaust ports, drilled an extra little hole here, and did 9 more holes over here. It is really very loud now, but it's as if the motor is twice the size. Also here, this here is the front plate, and as you can see, I radiused here the opening, enlarged the opening here, so that we don't create another bottleneck. No matter what, where you decide to drill holes, whether you decide to bypass the baffle or not, you should coat the muffler and the front plate, if you wish, with a good high temp paint afterwards to eliminate the possibility of any rust accumulating. Now, also at the end, I'll add in a couple videos showing a before and after, so that you can get an idea about the performance increase.
Alright, now that you've got the muffler mod done, the next thing that you have to do is take the limiters out of the carb so that you can adjust it enough to make it run. First thing you have to do is take this rubber boot out. Just push it out like so. And there you go, that's enough. Don't have to take it all the way out. And in here, not sure if you can see it. There we go. In here are these two little red limiters. They're caps that go over the adjustment screws on the carburetor. And they have some little limiters which limit the travel on those screws, so you can't adjust it enough. And what you have to do is pull them out either by putting a screw in there or using a bent paper clip and pulling them out, and then you'll find they have two little ridges you just cut them off with a drywall knife. Okay, now that you've cut the limiters off, the last step that you need to do is to tune the carb. So, you're going to be playing with these three screws here: the high adjustment screw over here towards the back, the low adjustment screw towards the front, and the idle adjustment screw. Now, just to get it started, you'll have to back out the high and the low adjustment screws by about a turn. Then the first thing you're going to want to do is to set the idle, so you'll have to play around with the low adjustment screw and the idle adjustment screw until you get a good smooth idle and it still has good throttle response. Then the last and most important thing is to set the high adjustment, and the most important thing is to make sure that it's not too lean. So unless you have a gauge so that you can actually tell what RPM it's pulling, you can do it by ear. And what you're going to want to look for is for it to sound slightly rough. Now I'll start it up and I'll show you what I mean, but when it's too lean, it's going to sound really, really smooth. As you back it out towards the rich side, you're going to start hearing it burble a little bit, going to sound a little bit rougher. That's what you want to look for. You're going to turn it back until it just starts sounding rough, and that's about as good as you can get it. Alright, so I'll fire it up and see if you can hear anything.